Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advance, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things. And I always say, man, this is the show that may piss off some people, but I got to keep it 100% funky with you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Now, as you guys know, that the Lakers have had some ups and downs over the last few seasons. 2020, they won the championship. Some years they missed the playoffs. Other years they made the playoffs. Over the last two seasons, they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and in the year after that, they made it to the playoffs again when they lost to the reigning champs, Denver Nuggets, in 5 games last year. And at the end of the offseason, they decided that they needed to make a change, and that change needed to be at the coaching position primarily by firing Darvin Ham and supplanting him with J.J. Redick, who had no coaching experience. Coming into this season, we've heard a lot of rumblings of J.J. Redick being detail-oriented. He wanted to change the philosophy of how the team played, have a lot more cutting, have a lot more movement, more of an equal opportunity offense, and just really get a team that was shooting a lot more threes. It was something that the Lakers were not attempting last season, which was a lot of threes. This season, it seems to be something that that they made an effort to do, and also have much more activity on the offensive glass, right? You saw a lot of that in game 1 when the opening night game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, where I think they crashed the glass. I don't know, they must have had double-digit offensive rebounds in that game. But going into last night's game against the Phoenix Suns, a lot of us were wondering, well, was that just a flash in the pan, or is this something that's going to be sustainable? And going into that game yesterday against the Suns, they played them very well, although the Suns were extremely hot in that first half, hitting God knows how many threes they hit. I counted, I think, 11 at one point. But nevertheless, the Lakers were able to cool them down and come back and win the game. They finished the game with 27 three-point attempts while making 14. So the Lakers shot 52% from the three-point line in that game, and they were able to offset what the Suns were doing, who attempted 37 threes and made 17, who shot 46%, which is still a very high percentage. But last year, that wasn't something that they were doing. But so you got to give credit to J.J. Redick there. But J.J. Redick has been doing something that to me I think is even more impressive than the play. I think J.J. Redick has done something which a lot of us thought was impossible, which is he's found a way to basically phase LeBron out of the offense in terms of him being the number one option. And what he's done is that you can see that he has a clear emphasis on the offense going through Anthony Davis and him getting the lion's share of the shots. And as a result of it, the Lakers look like a completely different team. And Anthony Davis is looking like they're clearly the best player on the roster, which he always was. But leave it to media politics, people twerking it up on TV all day like Kenny Smith, going out there and saying his nonsense, talking about LeBron as the second best player in the world when he's not even the best player on his team. You knew that there was some politics and prisoner of the moment shenanigans taking place there. I want to give you guys some data here. In yesterday's game, let me give you the stat line of Anthony Davis. 37 minutes. He finished that game with 35 points on 61% shooting from the field, 76% shooting from the free throw line, attempting 17 free throws. So you can see he's making a concerted effort to attack the basket, something he's been criticized heavily for in the past. He got 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. LeBron finished that game with 21 points while playing 34 minutes, but his shot attempts were 13 to Anthony Davis's 18. He shot 40% from the 3. He didn't chuck threes like he normally does. He attempted 5, made 2. That's a good percentage there, while getting you 8 assists and 4 rebounds. Now, I want to give you the larger numbers. Anthony Davis this season is averaging 35.5 points per game. Granted, it's only 2 games. On 20 field goal attempts. Do you know why that number sticks out? He's attempting almost 4 more field goal attempts this season than he did the season prior. He's attempting 20.5, up from 16.9 last year. Up from 16.9. He's getting you shooting 81%, 81% from the free throw line with 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and only 1 turnover, and 2.5 blocks to go with 1 steal. Let's look at LeBron's numbers. This season, in 2 games, LeBron is averaging 14.5 field goal attempts, which is almost 4 less than he did last season when he averaged 17.9. He's shooting 48% from the field. He's shooting 45% from the 3, getting you 6 assists, 4.5 rebounds, 1 steals per game. And I think that JJ Redick is doing something that I think a lot of us never thought would be possible, which is he is running an offense on a LeBron team that doesn't run through LeBron. He is doing what every sensible basketball person has been saying, which is run the offense through AD. LeBron should be your second or third best player. He cannot be your number one option or your 1A, 1B option and expect this team to go anywhere. Because it is quite clear that Anthony Davis can affect the game in ways that LeBron cannot at this stage in his career. Anthony Davis is clearly their best offensive player. There's no question about it. And he is clearly their best defensive player. There is no question about it. He can affect both sides of the floor in ways that LeBron could never dream of. And when you have a talent like that, you run the offense through him. He should be getting the lion's share of the shots every single night. AD should be averaging anywhere between 20 and 22 shots a game. LeBron should be anywhere between 13 to 15 shots a game. And I know LeBron fans may not be happy with that because if his shot attempts drop, then the superficial stats that they like to use in making arguments like, well, he's averaging 27, that goes out the window. Because if the Lakers want to experience success, AD should be averaging above 30. LeBron should be averaging between 18 to 20. Laker fans don't want to hear that. I mean, LeBron fans don't want to hear that. Laker fans probably do. Because it is clear to see that the Lakers are a totally different team when the offense is ran through him. And it's also clear to see how LeBron holds back Anthony Davis's offense in his game. When he tries to take over the show and take all of these shots, it cannot work. It cannot work. Let's look at the data. Last season, LeBron was attempting 18 field goals attempts a game. The season before that, he was attempting 22. Let's look at Anthony Davis. In the last 3 seasons, Anthony Davis has not even attempted over 18 shots. LeBron was averaging more shot attempts than AD. That is basketball stupidity. No one with any sense thinks that's a formula for success. And the reason LeBron was attempting all of those shots was because he wanted to break the scoring record. As a matter of fact, since Anthony Davis has been a Laker, he has never led the team in shot attempts. It's always been LeBron. It's always been. And that's the reason why they struggle so much. So JJ Redick is doing something that I never thought would be possible, which is getting LeBron to get the hell out of the way of Anthony Davis and let Anthony Davis take over the reins of the offense. And if they continue this trend, the Lakers will be a top 4 seed this season. They will be a top 4 seed. And the number one person you should thank for that is not no damn LeBron James. It should be Anthony Davis. And if they want to be successful, AD will have to carry LeBron. LeBron cannot carry AD at this stage of his career. These are just my thoughts. So it really comes down to this. Stats, individual stats, or winning. Whenever you see games where LeBron is attempting 25, 24 shots, you know that his agenda is not to win. His agenda is to go out there, showboat, put up stats that lead to absolutely nothing. But if the Lakers want to win, they will continue doing this. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.